It's with a heavy heart that the organisers of the Manx Grand Prix races can confirm that Gary Vines, 33, from Colchester, succumbed to injuries sustained in an accident during the first qualifying session of the 2023 event. The accident occurred at Ballagary on his first lap of the session. Gary was a regular competitor at the Manx Grand Prix, making his debut in 2015, where he took a highly impressive victory in the Newcomers B race. He earned another podium in the 2018 lightweight race and also secured top 10 finishes in the Classic TT. He competed in the Supersport races at the 2022 and 2023 TT races, posting his fastest ever lap of the TT mountain course this year at an average speed of 118.488 miles per hour. Everyone involved in the organisation of the Manx Grand Prix would like to express their deepest sympathies to Gary's family, his partner, his loved ones and friends. Centenary Manx Grand Prix Day 2. All of those first day back at school nerves and jitters are long gone. The boys have slept pretty well, and more importantly, the weather has held overnight. So when the roads close at 6 o'clock, which is in about 4.5 hours time, for qualifying sessions across all classes, everybody's going to be good to go. So what are we going to do with the time in between? Well, I'm going to do one of my favourite things here, which is just walk around, kick some tyres and look at some cool old bikes. Hopefully I'll find a little bit of that classic Manx hospitality and a cup of tea, and somebody should bring us into their garage and show us exactly what they're working on. So one thing that I know that all Manx Grand Prix fans like is when we get down in the grassroots in this end of the paddock and talk to the privateers and the kind of club racers that love coming over for the Manx. Dave Rigby and I met, I think it was in about 2017. I'd been over to the island for a press gig. I was riding home, got on the boat. Dave also rode on a S1000RR?
Yeah.
Taking it for a service.
Yeah.
One thing led to another, got chatting about bikes, and I've known you since then.
Yeah.
That very first day that we met, you mentioned your drive and desire to race the Manx Grand Prix.
Yeah.
And it's taken you this long
Yeah.
to finally tick the box. Let's talk about the morning after the night before then. How does it feel on reflection now after waiting as long as you have to finally tick the box and ridden a closed roads lap here?
That's basically it. It's ticked that box. Already, I mean, the week's literally just started. I was behind Michael Russell on the controlled lap. It's surreal. It is absolutely surreal. You could win the lottery tomorrow and still not have the possibility to maybe do this. Yeah. And that alone is, yeah, it's invaluable. It's phenomenal. That feeling there is, take away all the corners, the bumps, the passion, the adrenaline, that feeling to finally achieve it. And it's not like a gold medal syndrome where like I feel it wasn't what it lived up to be. If anything, like obviously people want to always come back, like I'm edging to go out tonight, not to try and chase lap times or anything like that. It's just, that experience is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're away in 2 classes this year.
Yes, yeah.
So the 600 behind us,
yeah,
and a Super Twin as well.
Yes, yeah.
And supported by, it's always fair to mention.
Yeah,
definitely.
Mention
who's giving you some help.
I wouldn't be here without them. First of all, Dot Racing has supplied the bike. Ian, absolutely amazing man. Yeah, he's come in last minute. This was literally all last minute, to be fair. I had an R6, as I say, we had issues with it. And he jumped in with this test bike that they had for the British team, which is now packed in. But we put a lot of time and money into obviously getting it ready for the roads and reliable, basically, as far as like an engine refresh. Didn't need it, but we've done everything we can just to treat the bike right, as well as get through this. Is It's been 16 years to get here. So the last thing I'm going to do, you know, if I've got to get into debt and sell the neighbour's cat and God knows what, I will do it to just have that smooth week. You know, I don't want to come here and start having engine bolts out here, there and everywhere, and I'm missing that dream. I just want to enjoy it every moment. And the twin is Paul Cassidy, funny enough.
Okay,
yeah. I was out on the road with him yesterday, so that was amazing. He was on the 400 Izzy.
Yeah, it's going well
Izzy
as well.
bike. Yeah, brilliant. So for another racer to be able to still help out and give me that twin and to let me have them extra laps and experience it, which I've never ridden a twin, and it was amazing. So yeah, forever grateful for him too. Like, two amazing people that have just again come in, you know, and they're the people that make this happen.
And if you had to choose right now which bike to race for the rest of the week out of the two, which would you go for?
You cannot.
You can only pick one.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
Yeah.
And that's a tough question because the twin is so much fun. And that is, at the moment, obviously still very much nemesis.
Yeah.
Alton Towers, you know, it'll probably turn into a teacup once I start getting used to it. But it's that feeling of how you've never had a bike move. Because obviously, even on the mountain one way, it's smooth, it's open, you get a thrill for speed. But coming down Bray Hill, coming through anything on that, and the way that it bugs, it weaves, it's a sensation, it's an experience. And that's what I don't think you could ever find anywhere else on a bike. Unless you took that off-road. On a motocross track, maybe you'd be close, but so it'd have to be that experience is phenomenal. The twin's quite smooth, and I say it was my first time on it, so I was just trying to upload the engine and learn how to ride it, because I say it didn't have a dash, so didn't know where it was revving to, and I've had about a 30-second instruction on how to ride it.
Well, I know you've got a lot to do, so just one last question then. I think it's fair to say that everyone will get this feeling from what you're saying, that in just being here, being sat in that chair, having done those laps you've already done, you've achieved something that you've waited a long time to do. But where does it go from here? What's the goal? Without putting yourself under any pressure, is there a TT daydream? Is there success in the senior class? What is it?
I keep checking my phone, but Honda haven't rang yet.
Yeah, me too. Any other thing?
Yeah, no. If I'm honest, this is my dream.
Yeah.
This has the TT is like the World Cup. This is the FA Cup, isn't it? It's the routes to get there. You know, you always want to get that phone call from the national side. So if that happens, that's just an extra dream that will come if it comes.
Worry about that when it happens.
Yeah, it's money, it's time, it's the lifestyle. You know, this is what people see when they come for a week, but we're doing this every night. It's been months and months of like getting in at 11:30 at night, not eating all day, back out at 5, running, say, on boats, trying to get everything. So yeah, I would love to get this out of the way, and then I would love to go. That was the most amazing experience. I haven't scared myself, I haven't pushed myself. I'm confident in what I've done, and then if the TT is an option, I would, it's getting the Golden Wonka ticket, you know. I would love to.
It feels like you've already got it. It feels like you're
living
the dream.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's an additional dream. It's something that, pipe dream. Yeah.
Everyone's got them. Dave, thanks very much for letting us in.
No, you're welcome.
Best of luck for the rest of the week, mate. Cheers.
Thank you.
Well, a disappointing end to day 2. That weather that I referenced 4 or 5 hours ago as being with us turned out to be against us. What I should be pointing at over my left shoulder there is the top of the mountain. You can't see it. The mist has closed in, so they've taken the unfortunate decision to cancel qualifying practice this evening. We're going to run to exactly the same schedule tomorrow, so roads close at 6 o'clock for qualifying in all classes. So a tough decision for us race fans to have to swallow, but an easy one for the clerk of the course to have to make. Safety is obviously paramount here. I hope you enjoyed the conversation I had with Dave Rigby, a guy I met years and years ago on the boat back to the mainland. He's been itching to race this place, and to see him finally tick that box, it was really nice to see it come together for him. So there you have it. Clearly, you can't have everything here on the Isle of Man. I hope that tomorrow we get some weather and some action for everybody to enjoy. Just one final reminder to make sure that you subscribe to this channel for the daily updates, and make sure to follow us across all of our social channels. We are at Manx Grand Prix. Thank you very much.